Hello, Nurse Rajab family. Just a quick disclaimer and trigger warning. This episode contains discussions of sexual assault, rape, child abuse, and drug use. This is a very heavy story, and I would just love for you to proceed with care if any of these topics are particularly triggering for you. Enjoy the episode. Hello and welcome back to the pod. It is Georgia and we have Laura still here.
I'm still here.
Because we are not done with this conversation and it just got far too fucking long. We waffled on for quite some time.
We did.
But if you haven't listened to part one of this conversation, go back and listen. Because today we're talking about addiction, recovery, and, life after addiction. Mm-hmm. And Laura's very kindly and very bravely volunteered to share a bit of her life story, whatever she's comfortable fucking sharing, because I know it's very tough, especially if you haven't done that publicly before.
Yes, first time doing it publicly.
Yeah. So, quick story about me. I've definitely got addiction in my family, and I think Australian families in general, we love a drink. Mm-hmm. The drug culture is there. It's very there. You'll know someone who takes drugs.
Absolutely.
A friend or a friend of a friend or a family member. It's around. And our family's vice was alcoholism. Mm-hmm. Not so much narcotics or drugs or anything like that. But it definitely had an impact on the family, on the children. All of them are in recovery now and have been for years and better for it. Sobriety is amazing.
Yes.
And so a bit of a success story there. But I grew up in Al-Anon. Okay. Which is family members of alcoholics. Yeah. It's a support group.
Yes.
And, I spent some of my childhood watching my dad in active addiction, although I was eventually removed from that. I experienced some trauma from that, obviously.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I was relatively untouched by it, but definitely have some daddy issues, guys. What can I say?
Oh, yes.
So, trauma is a thing that happens to most of us, I think, and it's just really how we deal with it. So, without further ado, I'd love to hand the mic over to you, darling, to tell us your story. Maybe let's start with how you grew up and if you're happy to do that. Yeah.
So, my mum was quite young when she had me. She was 18.
Okay, yep.
Didn't know who my dad was.
Okay.
And then I was 2. And my stepdad and my mum were pregnant and engaged, and I was having a little sister that I really didn't want.
Valid.
And she was quite unwell, my sister, when she was born. She had croup, severely in and out of hospital, and she would cry all the time.
Yep.
And I used to ask when we could take her back to the hospital. And when my sister was born, I was dumped at my grandparents' house.
Ah, okay. So she repartnered, had another baby and discarded of you.
Yes.
Was your mum an addict?
No.
Okay, so she just fucking dumped you for no reason?
Yes.
Okay, that's awful.
But even when I was a baby, she didn't really, the motherly...
wasn't there.
I was conceived through rape.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So, she probably had a lot of trauma and she didn't have a nice childhood either.
Yep.
So my grandfather who raised me was an alcoholic when she was growing up.
Mm-hmm. Same as mine.
And then, my grandmother had undiagnosed schizophrenia.
Okay. Your grandmother?
Yeah.
That's terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awful disease.
And so my mum would come and get me and then drop me off and get me, then drop me off. I was kind of like, it was just bizarre.
Mm-hmm. So she dropped you but you still came to spend time with you from time to time?
She would come and get me, but wouldn't spend time with me.
Okay.
It was just to keep my stepdad's parents happy because they adored me.
Oh, okay.
And whenever they were going to my grandparents' house, I called them my grandparents, my stepdad's parent. She didn't want them to know that I was dumped. left.
Okay. Yep. So what was your life with your grandfather like outside of your mother? Did he raise you well?
So, yes, he did.
And he was obviously sober by then,
Yeah.
was he? Yep.
Yes. So years before I was born, he got sober.
Yep.
Yeah. I did get taken back by my mum when I was 8 to be told that my stepdad wasn't my dad.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't know?
No, I didn't know.
Oh, that's terrible.
And I still remember the story she told me about it.
Oh, my God.
She did it like a story. She was like that once upon a time there was this princess named Laura and she grew up with a sister and by then I'd had a brother as well and her mum and her dad. And then when she was 8, her mum needed to tell her that her dad really isn't her dad.
Oh, my God.
And that's exactly how it played out.
Okay. Maybe could have waited until you were a bit older, really.
No, well,
to drop
because
that.
he found us and he took my mum to court.
Oh, your biological father.
Yeah.
Crazy. The audacity of him to do that.
Yeah. And he claimed innocent. Like, he was like...
Did he win?
Yeah, he got access to me.
Oh, my God. We love our fucking justice system.
Yeah.
Not.
And my mum never reported the rape.
Yeah, it's common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was the story and then it was now tomorrow you're going to meet him.
No. Fuck's sake. Did she tell you about the rape in that story?
Not till a long, long time.
That's a lot for an 8-year-old to deal with in a day's time, in 24 hours.
Yes.
Fucking hell, mate. So where did you see him? Did you go unsupervised or did you...
So I first met him in a room in the court.
Yeah, supervised visit sort of thing.
Yeah, one visit, one supervised visit. And they'd marked off he could have unsupervised access.
Yeah.
So then it was... He was taking me to Luna Park. Mm-hmm. And that was the first time he molested me in the bathrooms.
Oh, my God. I'm
Luna
so
Park.
sorry, babe. Oh, couldn't have seen that coming.
No.
Your mum could have, though.
Yes. And my behaviour changed drastically.
I can imagine. The confusion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was an incredible student too. I used school as an escape.
I'm sure
I
you
actually
did, yeah.
skipped a grade.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that happened, going to my biological father's every second weekend from the age of 8 till I was 12 years old. Mm-hmm. And I was molested, raped.
Oh, my God. I'm so sorry. That is just horrific and my worst nightmare for my own children.
Yeah.
And it's just so insanely common to be mistreated and sexually assaulted by your own family members.
Yeah.
And it's not spoken about enough.
No.
Because it's something that's so, like, you feel so ashamed. And, you know, who can you tell? And
Well, I couldn't tell anyone because he would tell me that he would kill me or he would kill my
your
family.
mum, yes. Often that's the threat. It's like not you that you care about. It's your family members. Yeah.
But I do remember when I was 10, I did say to him as I was hopping out of his car to go into my mum's car, just letting you know that when I get back to school, I'm going to tell them what you've been doing to me.
Period. Brave.
And then I didn't because he had made up a lie that he wanted to take me and his other kids, who are supposed to be my siblings, but I don't count them.
Yep.
To some place, and so it was agreed upon for me to go there.
Yeah, and you were scared to go
the
there.
next weekend.
Yep, you didn't want to.
I didn't want to, but I went, and I got in the car, and he drove me to his parents' house, and they dressed me in a little white dress with pink ballet shoes, and locked me in a room and plotted how they were going to murder me.
So his parents were fucked up as well.
Yes.
Well, generational, I guess, but oh my God, what you've been through.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. How did you get out of that situation?
So the police weren't helping.
Wait.
Because
how were the police called?
So he had called my mum and said, she's not coming back.
Oh, God.
I'm not bringing her back to you. And so she went to the police station and was like, I have a court order.
Yep.
She's on access. It's not even his time with her. I've just done that.
Allowed him to see her.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so she knew where his parents lived, my mum and my stepdad, and they rocked up to the house and I heard their voice and I could hear my grandfather was with them. And
they didn't know you were locked in a room?
They didn't know. I know this sounds horrible, but when I heard my mum's voice, I was like, oh, fuck. Like, just kill me.
Well, yeah, because she didn't protect you.
Please murder me.
Yeah.
But soon as I heard my grandfather's voice, 10 years old, and I was little.
Safety.
I had an eating disorder. I was very little.
I'm not surprised.
I broke the door down.
Go, girl.
I broke that fucking door down.
Life or death vibes.
Went back to court and they made me go back.
Yeah. Were you able to talk about it to them?
I didn't talk to anybody.
Yeah. So there's only their word against your mum's or whatever.
Yeah.
Children should never have to be put in that position to fight for their lives and defend themselves and talk about what they don't yet understand.
Yeah.
You know, you probably didn't even realise what he was doing was wrong at that point. You
No,
probably
I thought it was normal.
had no idea. Yes.
Yeah.
But you did know that you didn't feel safe.
Yeah,
and you didn't want to go.
absolutely.
Yeah. But how can you articulate that as a 10-year-old who's been traumatised since they were 8?
Yes. She blames my grandparents for opening the door and them accepting the serving paperwork. Well,
What else are they going to do?
she projects it, and he didn't know anything about my mum. He didn't know my stepdad existed, none of that. So he just, off his own bat, the DNA test came back that I was his, and he took my mum to court, and they didn't have my mum or stepdad's address, and so they went to my grandparents and they accepted the paperwork. And my mum blames my grandparents for opening the door.
Yeah, well, she's definitely not mentally well.
So, yeah, that happened, and I still had to go back there. And then I was 12, and I remember getting out of the car and screaming, like, I'm not going with you. I'm not going with you. And I remember slapping him across the face. And he was like, I'm not fucking taking her while she's carrying on like this. And I will admit my mum did the right thing. She continued to show up every fortnight. And he
To
never
offer
came.
him. Yep.
He never came back.
He was probably thinking she's going to fucking tell soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's clicking on.
Yeah. And then I was 13 and I went to high school. My grandparents had split up at this time. My grandfather at first he was living with us and he got his own unit and moved there. And I was 13 and I come home from school and all my stuff was out the front and the locks were changed.
From your mum's house?
Yes.
Why?
Yeah. She just didn't want me.
Oh, she kicked you out again.
Yeah.
Did you go back to your granddad's?
I went back to my grandfather's and I got into some mischief, you know.
So how old were you at this point? 13?
13.
Yep, that's about the time you start
Yeah.
figuring out who you are and, you know.
Yeah. And my grandfather was quite chill, I will admit. He didn't have very strict rules with me. And he was the type of grandfather that was, yes, he would buy me my cigarettes. And if I wanted to try marijuana, I was to do it in his home where I was safe, not out on the street.
Yep.
Was shit.
It was shit.
It was shit.
As in, you didn't have someone who was a immediate family member, a stable household.
My mum wasn't talking to me and I couldn't understand why.
Yes, the abandonment.
Yeah.
From both sides. It's not like that's a good thing and it's not like that's something to comprehend easily.
Yeah. And then I hit 16 and I became very popular in the nightclub scenes.
Okay, so you started going out.
Did you
look older than you were?
Yes.
Yeah, I had the same. I developed quite early and
Yeah.
I was often told that I looked 18 when I was 15 or 16.
And I knew security guards.
Yeah. And where did you grow up? Where was this?
Broadmeadows.
Okay, yeah.
But my mum and my stepdad lived in Wallen.
Okay, yep. So you started going out?
So I started going out with friends and this is another huge trigger warning.
Yep.
Went out, remember having a good time, and then the next morning I woke up in an abandoned house. My clothes were off. And I looked to the side and there were cards and presents. My biological father had stalked me, drugged me, hooked me to an abandoned house.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ.
Raped me.
Oh my God.
And left me all the birthday presents he had brought me over the years.
What a fucking psycho. What an absolute... Where is he now? Is he dead?
I don't know.
Okay. Fuck's sake.
don't know.
If he ever turns up, police immediately.
Yeah.
Oh.
4 weeks later, I found out I was pregnant.
Oh my God. Well, you poor thing.
And I told my mum, and she helped me. I didn't tell her how I got pregnant. I told her I had a boyfriend at the time.
Yeah, yep.
So I told her that it was his. Mm-hmm. But I remember saying to her as well, and back, like, I'm 37, so back then, like, you know, your mum's having a bath, or it was normalised to just walk in and have a conversation while they're in the bath.
Yes.
And she was in the bath, and I had said to her, you know, my biological father used to touch me when I was little. And she looked at me and she goes, Laura, I already know, and I'm having a bath. Get out.
Jesus Christ, what a fucking idiot. I'm so sorry. What a nut job. She's not well.
No.
None of them are.
She's a nurse.
That's concerning. Still?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Do we know where she works?
Yes.
Okay.
Doxing's illegal.
You've just named about 50 offences that has happened to you.
Yes.
But, you know, I'm here if you want fucking justice. That's
Thank you.
all I'm saying. She's a monster.
So I had
I'm
a
very
termination.
sad that she's a nurse. Anyway.
Had a termination. She took me, got home, and I hemorrhaged, and she did drink. She liked a good drink.
Yep.
I don't know if I would call her an alcoholic, but close to.
Yep.
And I was on the toilet floor and I was just bleeding and bleeding and bleeding.
Not good. Was this a surgical termination or a medical one?
Surgical.
Yep.
And saw me because the kitchen table was kind of like in front, and I had the door open, and it was just her home at the time, and I was just like, look at me, like, you know, I need to go back, I need to go to the hospital. She got up from the table, went to the wine cabinet, downed a bottle of wine, and said, there's a phone box 5 k's down the road. You can call your grandfather to come and pick you up and take you to the hospital.
Wait, you didn't have phones?
She wouldn't let me use it.
Oh, I hate her. I hate her.
But I had my mobile phone that she didn't know I had.
Oh, okay.
I used to hide it in a garden. And, yeah, I rang my grandfather and he came and got me, and I stayed with him for a bit. I did also go to a refuge for a little while. My grandfather moved out of Broadmeadows and moved to Geelong. I got back in touch with my auntie, who I was close to, my mum's sister, and my grandmother. It's so hard for me because I don't call her mum.
Yeah, you call her, yep.
I call her by her first name.
Yeah.
She found out I was talking to them, and I didn't speak to her until I found out I was pregnant with my first son.
To your
when
boyfriend?
I was 18. No, to a different boyfriend that I broke up with.
Yep.
Because he was a creep.
Yep.
Yeah, he's currently in jail for pedophilia, so that's great.
Look, that's a common thing as well. It's like we look for the example that our dad fucking gave us.
Yes.
And that's familiar to us, no matter how fucking traumatic and bad it feels. It's familiar. It's familiar. And that's, I guess, what feels safe.
Yeah.
It's crazy how our brain works.
Yeah, absolutely.
Amongst trauma and that, without any safe place to be.
Yeah.
So I can completely understand, you know.
Yeah, so I ended up wanting my mum. I was pregnant.
Totally.
I was keeping this baby.
You needed a mum.
I needed my mum.
Yes.
And she was there for me. She got me a rental guarantor, and things were okay. Until I met my second son's dad. Yep, my second son, who is now adopted out to a beautiful family. My mum didn't like the fact that I left her and used her authority as a nurse to get my children removed from me by child protection.
And that's literally the only reason. Were you using drugs at this point?
No.
Wow. And so what rationale did she use? Like, what did she say?
I did have severe mental health issues.
Yep.
I will admit that.
Yeah.
I did
I'm
choose...
not surprised.
I did,
Rightly so.
Yeah, and I chose boyfriends over my children.
Yes.
I did do that.
Yep.
And I will admit my wrongs.
Yeah, of
I
course.
wasn't a good mum at all.
Okay.
I wasn't neglectful to the point where my children were being hospitalised or I was belting them or anything like that, but
You were
I
absent.
wasn't a good mum.
You had no idea how to be a good mum.
No.
Can I just say?
Yeah, none whatsoever.
What kind of example did you have?
Yeah, and I went from one boy to the
Yes,
to another,
yes,
to
yep.
another, to another.
Yep.
And then I met Tilly's dad, who's 15 and a half years older than me.
Mm-hmm. Before we get into that,
Yeah.
your first son, where did he go?
So he's with my mum at
Okay.
the moment.
Right. So he went to her. Your second son went to
To her originally.
originally.
Yeah,
And then what?
so then they got removed from my mum's house because Child Protection realised
Yeah.
she was a
Psycho.
weirdo.
Yeah.
And then they were placed into foster care placement
Separately.
together.
Okay.
The older one I was fighting for
Oh, okay. Yep.
in and out of court. Going to be 19 this year.
And how old's the other one?
He'll be 18 at the end of this year.
Okay. Yeah. So they're close together in age. Yep.
Yeah.
Have they stayed in touch with each other?
No.
No. Yeah. Because they were separated.
Yes and no. Yeah. My second son and his family don't want anything to do with my older son due to my biological mother.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Totally fair. And if he's with a great family, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And it's probably a good thing to stay away,
Yes.
you know?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
He'll
right.
come to me if he wants
Yeah.
to know anything.
Yeah.
I reached out and he did make the decision. He didn't want contact with
Yep.
me. Mm-hmm. And that's fine. I
That's all.
completely...
You can't do anything
I
about
can't,
that.
Yeah. Leave that.
Yeah. And the door's open.
Yeah. And then, yeah.
And
so
he
I
knows that now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does. Yeah.
Exactly. That's all you
Yeah.
can do.
And then I met Tilly's dad. He's 15 and a half years older than me. Daddy issues. Mm-hmm. And that's when the drug use started.
Okay. And so he introduced that into your
Yes.
life? And what was your drug of choice?
Ice.
Ice.
Cocaine, speed,
Uppers.
uppers.
Yeah. So what did that do for you? Gave you energy?
I felt superhuman.
Yep.
I felt so good.
Mm-hmm.
I could take on the world.
Yes.
You know when you have a baby,
Yeah.
that feeling you get?
Yes. Plus energy and no fatigue.
That's right.
And I could stay up for 3 days straight.
Yes. Longer.
Did it start off as just a party thing and then it sort of progressed to an
Yeah.
everyday thing?
Yeah, so it started off, I'll take an Eckie. That's ecstasy for anyone that doesn't know.
Yes. Yeah.
Every now and again.
Yeah.
Then it was, I'll do a line of Coke.
Yep.
Every now and again.
It's never one line though, is it?
No. Then it was, MDMA's been
That's the big
brought
thing
into
now.
the scene.
Yep.
Take
The
some
love
of that.
drug.
Take some of that and a few lines of Coke. Mm-hmm. And then it was like, you can snort speed. Sweet. Mm-hmm. Do that.
That was huge
too.
for a time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I remember that being big when I was 18.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I was introduced to ice. Mm-hmm. And that came every single day.
So, question, because you did say that you're medicated for ADHD.
Yes.
And I have heard, because it's an amphetamine, that it really doesn't affect people with ADHD that much because it is kind of like a medication. But I don't know. What are your
That's
thoughts?
a lie.
It's a lie? Okay.
Yeah, that's not true.
Yeah. I suppose because it's not dosed.
And I also got it off the cook.
Yep. Strong stuff. Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying? Yep.
Pure.
Yeah. So
Pure
people who are
ice.
medicated, what milligram is yours?
5.
5. Yeah. See, it's like a small amount. And are you on Vyvanse, dexamphetamines, Ritalin?
Dexamphetamine.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so it's completely different from methamphetamine.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you definitely got a high from it
Oh, yeah.
and you definitely stayed up for days on end?
Sometimes weeks.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And how did that feel by the end of that week?
There were times I would pass out just,
From fatigue?
like my blood pressure would go drop and I'd faint just going to the bloody toilet. I wasn't eating. You don't get an appetite. Smashed into some poor guy's car and did a hit and run
Yep.
at the servo.
Yep.
I think it was the guy that worked there, actually.
Oh, God.
Sorry. Run into the fence of the house we were living in multiple times. But I did not use through my pregnancies.
Okay.
I will say that.
Okay.
I did not use during my pregnancies.
You probably would have lost them if you did, given all your birth stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I fell pregnant and I had a miscarriage with Tilly's dad. And then I fell pregnant like straight after the miscarriage. And that was Kaylee.
Mm-hmm.
And
It sounds like you had something going on. And it was probably were you using drugs then?
No. So when I found out I was pregnant, the first miscarriage, I stopped completely.
Okay, but you were doing it up to then?
Yes.
Heavily?
No. So
just occasionally?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So like I was in full-blown addiction.
Yeah.
I did have to do it every day, but I was very new onto it. And so
Functional.
one twirl of the crack pipe would do me all day.
Yes. And it just sort of gets more and more and more, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Eventually. Mm.
And then I got pregnant with Tilly and I did not do anything pregnant with her. But because of my child protection history, after Tilly's time in child protection, she was placed in care.
So Tilly was removed from you as well?
Yes.
And how old was she then?
6 weeks old.
Did they mandatory report you or something, or did your mum do it?
It was a mandatory report because
when you gave birth.
Historical.
Yep.
I knew I was losing.
Yeah, you knew.
I knew.
That's awful.
I knew. And I was in a severe domestic violent relationship.
Yep, he wasn't good.
With him.
Okay, so you lose Tilly, and where does she go?
To the same foster placement that the two boys are in at that time.
And were they good?
No.
No.
They are no
That's
longer.
awful.
They're banned from foster care.
That's awful. So you continued with the addiction. How long were you in it for before you ended that relationship?
When I met my husband.
Yeah. Okay.
So all up, I was in addiction for about 4 years.
Okay.
5 years, because I was with Matilda's dad for 5 years.
Yep.
And I was pretty much using the whole time I was with him.
So you met your current husband?
Yes.
And he was did he help you get out of it?
No, so I used for a couple more months when I was with him.
Was he using?
He was an alcoholic.
Yep. Okay. Because it just makes sense. You go to the people that you're most comfortable with and who won't give you a hard time about it.
And see, I tried to leave Tilly's dad and he wouldn't let me leave.
Yes.
And he's also very stupid.
Yep.
So he told me one day, the only way you're going to get rid of me is if you cheat on me.
Okay.
And so I organised a one-night stand.
Okay. You made that happen.
With the man I'm now married to.
Okay, nice. Worked out well for you, didn't it? So he found out you cheated, or you told him?
I told him.
Yep.
I rang him the next day.
And he left?
He let me go.
And never contacted you again?
He got the house and everything. Well, he's my daughter's dad.
Oh, true.
Can't get rid of him.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that. All right. So you met your current husband now.
Yes.
And you were both sort of in some sort of addiction. Mm-hmm. So how did you get out of that?
I just wanted to stop. And I wanted to prove my mum wrong. And so I went with my current husband to my grandfather's, and he lived in a one-bedroom unit in Geelong. And I begged him to please let me and my boyfriend at the time stay there. And my grandfather sat us down and told us the only drugs that are to be used in that house was coffee and cigarettes.
Yep.
And me and my now husband detoxed all by ourselves.
Wow.
On my grandfather's bathroom floor.
Together, holding hands. Taking turns vomiting in the toilet.
Yes.
That's love.
And I've been clean 13 years today.
Today?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I wish I had a fucking chipper or something for you. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my God, congratulations.
Thank you.
And he's 13 years obviously too.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
I fought for my older son for 8 years and I got him home.
Wow.
I won in court.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah,
that's
I got
amazing.
him home. But unfortunately, a couple of years later, I had to relinquish care of him. So, yeah, I'm not all about exposing my children's trauma. So
No, definitely not. No. That's fine. That's totally fine.
Yeah, so...
But you got Tilly back?
Yeah, so Tilly did live with her dad. Child protection gave her to her dad when she was about 3. And I fought in court for her, family court, and I didn't win. I'd had Heidi at this stage.
Yep. And you were allowed to keep Heidi.
Yeah, so very quick beautiful story. I was so scared I was going to lose Heidi to child protection that I did everything that I could to ensure that I was the healthiest person.
Yep.
And I went into intensive therapy.
Wow.
I got a proper mental health diagnosis because I was misdiagnosed.
Yep.
I got on the correct medication.
Yep.
Went to the social worker myself and said, this is the deal.
Yep.
So I had her, and because I hadn't won my son back,
Yep.
my children were still in care, child protection were involved when she was born.
Yep. Yeah, of course.
And there was a meeting. I'll never forget it because I spent hours and days, even heavily pregnant, in the Law Institute in Melbourne Library, rewriting the Children's Youth and Families Act.
Okay.
Like, to learn it. And I had known through the Act that they can't remove children if they haven't cited them. So I was adamant that child protection were not going to even look at Heidi.
Yeah. When you say cite, what does that mean? As in
So
with their eyes?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah,
There you
so
go.
they can track you down, of course,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they can't just come in and remove a baby without
Looking at it.
Looking at it. Yeah.
Wow.
So when the meeting was happening, I told the nurses and the social worker that she was to stay with the nurses up in the ward. If she did need to be fed, I will feed her outside with a blanket over me. But the child protection worker, I'll never forget it. She slid me a piece of paper across the table and she said, this is the report. And I want you to go through and I want you to tell me what is different for you now
Yep.
to here. And I don't even remember what I said.
Yeah.
I just...
This is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Differently. Yep.
Yeah. Then they said, we need to go and look at the house.
Yeah.
And I was like, fine. So they went to the house and they looked at the house. The next day, child protection came into my room at the hospital. And I took one look at them and I was in the fetal position and I started crying and I said, just take her. Because I knew, I had this feeling that they were just hit there to take her. Police officers and security outside the door because I told everybody that if that baby was removed from my care, I was going to commit suicide. She came in, she looked in the cot and she was like, she's so beautiful. Sorry, I'm getting emotional.
No, that's okay.
And
Be emotional, girly. It's an emotional story.
she picked her up. She placed her in my arms.
Yep.
She said, you get to take your baby home.
I'm going to cry. Oh, my God. Babe.
Yeah.
That must have been so surreal for you.
Oh,
as well.
It was just, wow, like... And because that had been my history, like with the special care nursery, I was tricked.
Yeah.
So the nurses wouldn't allow child protection to remove her, Tilly. They made me believe we were being discharged and I was walking outside the hospital. And then that's when they came.
Jesus Christ. Sneaky bastards, aren't they?
Yeah.
But I suppose they kind of have to be if they think that a child's in danger, and they do have to you know, go through the loopholes to get access to these kids. And I guess that what they're thinking is that they're keeping these kids safe, but, you know, it's definitely an imperfect system. My mum works in that area, I won't say where, and she said that they can be absolutely useless.
Yeah.
Really bad, and they need better people in that field.
Yeah.
But it's also a terribly hard job as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. But yes, so...
Did you have Tilly by then? Sorry, I'm losing track.
No, so Tilly was with her dad.
Yeah, yeah. So when did you get her?
December last year.
Oh, my God, so fresh. How old is she now?
14.
Fucking hell. So she's been with her dad for a long time.
Yeah.
Did he look after her? I guess not.
No.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That's awful, but you're a strong group of women.
Yes.
And, I mean, from what I saw, there's a lot of joy there now.
Yeah.
She like being with you?
Oh,
obviously.
loving it.
Yeah, she definitely looks happy from what I've seen. I don't know.
No, she is. She's extremely happy. It's the
Kids are so resilient.
Happiest I've ever seen her, to be quite honest.
And they can bounce back if they've got a stable person in their life. It only takes one, I've heard. It just takes one, you know? And imagine where you would be if you didn't have your granddad.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's an amazing story.
Thank you.
You're so brave for sharing it, and I thank you so much for allowing me to have heard it and to record it. And if anyone has a similar story, you can go ahead and follow Laura. What's some things that have helped you stay sober?
I know when someone's using, like, say if I'm walking in the shopping centre.
You can pick out the tweakers.
Yeah. And for anyone who's smoked ice, you would know there's this aftertaste. And when you've run out of ice, you're scraping the pipe.
Yep.
And it's a horrible taste.
Yep.
I actually get that still.
You can, you've got taste memory.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wait, when you see someone tweaking,
I feel like I'm going to vomit.
Oh, wow. Right. So you were at the point where you physically couldn't handle it anymore as well.
Yeah.
See, my dad got to that point.
Yeah.
He couldn't stop. He tried so many times to stop drinking. And he got to a point where his body physically couldn't handle it anymore and he had to stop.
Yeah.
So his body basically forced him.
I was actually 22 kilos.
Yeah, wow. Tiny. Mm-hmm. Fucking hell. Not healthy.
No, not at all.
What was the withdrawals like?
Horrific.
Can you give me some examples?
Sweats, full-on spasms.
Oh, wow.
Like muscle spasms.
Muscle spasms, yep.
My nerves felt like they were on fire. Hot and cold flushes, vomiting, diarrhea, sometimes all at once.
Yep.
I had a seizure.
Yeah, yep.
And my grandfather was like, take you to the hospital, but I was not walking into a rehab.
Yeah, yeah. You can go and do a withdrawal, though, at a hospital. It doesn't have to be a rehab.
Yeah, I wasn't interested in that either.
The most they do is they give you some diazepam to ward off any seizure activity.
Oh, my joints would lock as well.
Oh, that's awful. That's awful.
But yeah, it was hard.
And how many days worth of that was it before those symptoms kind of eased?
Nearly 3 weeks.
Wow. No wonder people relapse.
Yes.
To be in that much pain. I actually heard something today, in fact, and it was someone saying when you're trying to be better, but it's hard, choose your pain, because either side it's going to be painful, but you have to choose your pain. You either choose the pain of being a failure, the pain of being in addiction, the pain of running from your problems, or you choose the pain that's going to get you through it, See yourself to the other side of whatever that is,
Yeah.
Either way, you're going to feel some sort of pain.
And I wanted to prove people wrong, especially like my mum. And I remember my grandfather when he had passed away, and the first thing she said to me was, you'll probably just leave here and get on the drugs again.
Yeah. Yeah, nice.
I didn't.
Yeah, good. You showed her. She's going to be miserable for the rest of her life, that woman.
Bombshell. When my grandfather passed away, I did some hypnotherapy and some DBT and cognitive therapy.
Yep. All good trauma therapies.
Yeah, I now recollect that my stepdad was also molesting me.
Yeah, I bet. I'm not surprised.
So I was going to my biological dad's and getting raped and molested.
Yep.
And then going to my mum's.
Yep.
And getting raped and molested.
I heard somewhere, and this might be completely incorrect, but it kind of makes sense. But if a child's being molested over and over again, it's kind of like it's the mum choosing those men, obviously, but she's attracted to something in them that sort of coincides with the qualities of a pedophile.
Yeah.
So it would make sense that your father and your stepfather would have done that to you. You know what I mean?
And you can keep this in. But I haven't disclosed that that's what her husband was doing to me.
Yep. What's the point?
Yeah. They don't care for me anyway.
She doesn't
I haven't
give a
had
fuck.
contact with them in 5 years.
She doesn't care about you in any way, shape or form.
But what's worse is
my opinion.
My auntie, who I was, clear word, was close to, disclosed that he had done it to her.
Yeah, wow. And she just fucking let him stay around kids.
My mum and auntie are best friends, and my auntie fucked me off.
Yeah, it's too much for them to comprehend, so they choose to ignore it.
They have Christmas
They've got a part in
together.
it. Yep, they've played a part in it, so it's easier to ignore.
Yeah. And my siblings, one of my siblings has children.
Yep.
And I remember a few years ago, I went to Christmas and I walked into my mum's house and there are photos on the wall, like family photos, and they had edited me out of them.
God. They probably just said you're a liar and you're
And
lying about it all.
My nephew and nieces turned around to my brother and said, I didn't know you had another sister. So I'm walking in going, oh, Auntie Laura's here. And they're like, Auntie Laura who?
Oh, my God, Jesus. So do you see them anymore?
I don't see them.
Yeah,
and
it's probably a good thing.
I don't even see my older son.
Because he's with them.
Yeah, and he's now
Protect
exactly
yourself.
like them.
Yeah.
And he is a risk to my girls.
Yeah, I would say if
Well, I
he's...
know that he is.
Yeah, so if he...
Without saying too much. I know that he is.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't
Yeah.
indulge into
Leave that
child
where it is.
trauma. Leave that where it is. That's their story to tell.
Yep.
One day if they choose to. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. And yeah, I've been 13 years clean today.
Amazing. You're
I
going to do something to celebrate?
no.
This is your celebration.
This is my celebration.
High five from George Kait.
Yes.
13 years sober.
Yeah.
He's to 13 years more.
Yes, definitely.
And then some.
And yeah, I've got married. Tilly calls my husband Dad.
Yep.
He's been in her life since she was almost 2.
Yep.
Tilly's now living with us and she's the happiest I've ever seen her.
Yeah.
And, Heidi is just a light. And,
She is a light. Absolutely. Yeah.
And my husband, I can't thank him enough.
You're a legend, Steve.
You are. You are.
Big high five to you, Steve, and a congratulations for your 13 years today too.
Yes, but I will not be telling you you're Batman, so get that.
I'll say it. You're Batman.
You will love that.
You're both superhuman. Like, I'm sure he's had some fucking shit happen to him in his life to get to that point of addiction. We won't go into it, but he and you are so strong for pulling yourselves out of that trench.
Thank you.
And you're going to make a difference to your kids' lives. You're going to be different. You know what I mean? It's going to be different.
And we're accredited foster carers too.
Are you? Yeah. Are you joking?
No, I'm serious.
That's crazy.
Yeah. For indigenous children for emergency care.
Do you have an indigenous background?
My husband and Heidi are both indigenous.
Okay, right. And where are they? Are they native to Melbourne?
No, so Palawa.
Palawa?
So that's Tasmania.
Tassie, okay.
Cape Barren and Flinders Island.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
So, and we had a baby for a
Baby,
while.
a little tiny one.
Yeah.
Oh.
From, this was a few years ago, and she was an hour old.
And did your drug history in that, sorry, we'll get into it, did that impact you or make it difficult at all for you to apply to be foster parents?
No.
Oh, that's good.
Because I changed.
It's been a long time as well.
Yeah. It's actually rare.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's why I asked.
Yeah,
Well done.
There's not many like me that would be accepted.
But that being said, there's so many terrible families in the foster care system as well.
Absolutely.
So it can't be that hard.
No. It's not that easy to keep a child safe.
Yeah.
And look, I'm, in hindsight, I didn't really keep my 2 boys safe either from emotional turmoil. I was young, and that's not an excuse. But,
but it's like, you didn't have a good example. You made mistakes and you learnt from them.
I own them.
Yes. It's all you can do.
Yeah.
It's
I've got
all
a
you can do.
microphone. I've set it into a microphone.
Yep.
For how many people to hear, I did wrong.
And you might get some shit people saying you're a monster, but fuck them.
And I'm sorry, but, anyone that says my children, unless you are indigenous and the stolen generation, but even today, it still happens.
Oh, I know. I know, yeah.
But you cannot say I did nothing and they removed my children.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But it is. Definitely, I know of indigenous families who have had their children removed instead of supports being put in place. Absolutely. And they shouldn't be removed. But, no.
No, but it is a problem.
It is.
Yeah, and it's not really one that's spoken about.
No. And it needs to be.
And maybe that's something else that you could chuck on your TikTok page.
Yeah, so we do the marches and the rallies and things. things. So,
the Invasion Day rallies.
so we
and
did that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've been to one of those as well.
We do NAIDOC week.
Yep.
Every year.
Yep, nice.
And yeah, we've taken Heidi back to country a couple of times.
Yep, in Tassie.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, but my husband
So
didn't know
gorgeous.
he was Indigenous till he was 13.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and how did he find out?
His birth certificate.
Wow.
Yeah, he found out who his real dad was.
Oh, crazy. That sounds like a story and a half too.
Yeah.
But we don't have the time for
No,
it today.
we don't have
Maybe
the time
we'll get
for
you
that.
back on and we can talk about him with his permission, or he can come.
He will never let me talk about it
Okay.
on a podcast.
Fair enough.
Ever. I'd be divorced.
Okay. Scratch that. Cut.
Cut. But, you know, everything's good and I'm alive.
Yes.
And, you know,
You are.
You can do it.
You can.
It is possible.
Oh, it is.
And if you do need someone to reach out to, please, by all means, message me.
Laura's your girl. So where can people find you?
On TikTok, and it's Miss_Laura, but there's 2 pink love hearts
Yes.
on either end of my name.
Do you have an Instagram at all?
I do, but I don't use it.
Okay, so TikTok only.
TikTok only.
Give her a follow, and thank you so much for that amazing story. I'm going to be fucking thinking about it all week.
No, thank you for letting me
wasn't
come on
prepared.
here and speak about it.
No, you're so welcome.
It's the first time I've ever disclosed any of this, guys.
Yeah.
Ever.
And I've said, are you sure? And all of that
Yes,
stuff. We've
Georgia,
double checked.
absolutely.
We've double checked.
I actually was the one who asked. And yeah, resources. So Lifeline, Beyond Blue.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
There are services that can help.
And there's
you.
also places like Orange Door.
The Orange Door.
That you can
If
go
you're
to.
Indigenous, VACA.
VACA?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's multiple services. And if you don't know where to look, I'm more than welcome for you
What
to
do you do
message
for
me.
work?
I did do support work.
For who?
Disability and mental
Okay,
health.
yes.
But I'm going back to school.
Yep. What are you going to study, Queen?
Well, I have only got 4 units of my community services left to do.
Okay. Nice.
And then I want to set up a parenting program.
Perfect. Online or in person?
In person to start off with. It's very hard to do it online.
Yeah, I guess. I've done a parenting program just through the courts because I've been through the courts too. And it was just a mandatory thing that we both had to do because we were high conflict parents. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was online and it was all right. We had to do it via Zoom. I hated every minute of it, but it was something I had to do. So I learned a few things. So that's good, I don't think there's very many because we did have to search for one to do. We had to find it.
Yeah, there's not a lot.
Yeah.
I also have done support coordination for the NDIS. So I've got some things up my sleeve for this year. But yeah, I'm changed my whole TikTok content and we'll be opening up about my journey a lot more.
Yeah, I think that you'll get a lot of support for that. Yep, but don't be discouraged by the people who just trolls, man. They're
relentless.
Predominantly on TikTok for some reason. It's just a culture there, but just filter out your comments.
Absolutely, yes.
And you won't even see them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what
definitely.
I've done. I just don't even go through them.
And I also want to take them along my community services journey.
Yeah, good idea.
Through school and do all of that. I also do a lot of content in NAIDOC week.
Do you? Yeah.
As a proud ally and mum of an Indigenous daughter.
Perfect.
And my daughter is also, Heidi is a part of the second biggest Australian cultural Indigenous dance group.
Wow. In Melbourne.
Professional. She gets paid for it, yes.
That's amazing.
So she's done the Melbourne United basketball Indigenous round last year. Footscray Park, family-friendly New Year's Eve, danced there. She's danced at Fed Square twice.
Oh, amazing.
She's danced at Camp Sovereign.
That's so cool.
Yeah. She's dancing at St Kilda Fest on Saturday. Mm-hmm. And they are booked out quite a lot.
That's so sick.
And she does actually get paid for
Heidi, our little professional dancer.
Yeah. She,
And how old is she?
11.
At 11 years of age.
Yeah.
That's pretty iconic, Heidi. Well done.
Yeah.
Proud of you, girl. Connecting to country is so important.
Absolutely.
It's so important for Indigenous people. It's important for their mental and their physical health, I've heard.
Yes.
I've heard, as a white woman. I'm no expert. Yeah.
I'm saying we, but I'm not indigenous, but...
You're married to one.
I'm married to one. I do have indigenous in me on special occasions. So.
Okay. And we're just going to leave it there. That was perfect. I love that. All right. Make sure you follow the Instagram. Make sure you send us an email if you've got any feedback. We'd love to hear from you at nurseratchetpodcast@gmail.com. The Instagram is nurseratchet. Please subscribe if you want to support the pod. It's only $5 and you get episodes early. And please rate the podcast because every little bit helps, and share and like and comment and all of that jazz. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.